In our previous lecture, we have seen how to find out active earth pressure for C5 soils using Bell's equation. In this lecture, we will see how to find out passive earth resistance for cohesive or cohesive frictional soils. Let us begin with Bell's equation. As per Bell's equation, which is used as the principal stress relationship at failure, sigma 1 is equal to sigma 3 1 plus sin phi divided by 1 minus sin phi plus 2c multiplied by under root 1 plus sin phi upon 1 minus sin phi. Okay, now in case of passive earth resistance, sigma 1, which is the major principal stress, is equal to lateral pressure, that is PP, or horizontal pressure PP, and sigma 3 is minor principal stress, which is equal to sigma V, that is the vertical pressure, hence gamma multiplied by Z, where Z is any depth at which vertical pressure we are calculating. So according to this, if we replace the terms, then equation would become sigma 1 will be replaced by PP, hence PP is equal to sigma 3 will be replaced by gamma Z. It is going to be gamma Z multiplied by, now 1 plus sin phi upon 1 minus sin phi is tan square alpha, okay, plus 2 times C, that is cohesion, multiplied by under root 1 plus sin phi upon 1 minus sin phi. What is 1 plus sin phi upon 1 minus sin phi? It is tan square alpha, but it is under root now. Hence, this term can further be replaced by tan alpha. Okay. Therefore, PP is equal to gamma Z tan square alpha plus 2C tan alpha. In this equation, what is alpha? Alpha is equal to 45 degree plus phi divided by 2. Alright. Also, if we observe this 1 plus sin phi upon 1 minus sin phi equation, this is nothing but coefficient of earth pressure in case of passive resistance. Hence, this equation can further be written as small pp equal to gamma Z Kp plus 2C under root Kp. So this way also we can write down the equation for passive earth resistance for C5 soil. Let us try to understand this on a diagram. In this diagram, this is the retaining wall, its height is capital H, and this is the retaining face. This is the level of backfill. Alright, the pressure distribution for passive earth resistance for C5 soil will be shown in this way. Okay, how is this possible? We will try to derive it. Here, according to Bell's equation or the equation which we have derived, PP is equal to gamma Z tan square alpha plus 2c tan alpha, right? At z equal to 0 means what? Ground surface. Alright, at ground surface z will be 0. Hence, Pp is equal to, the first quantity will become 0. So, 0 plus 2c tan alpha, right? Hence, the pressure which is experienced at the top of the wall, Pp, is equal to 2c tan alpha positive. Okay, hence on the diagram we can see this is the top of the retaining wall, hence here Z is equal to 0. Therefore, this pressure has magnitude 2c tan alpha, which is positive. Positive means compressive, compressive means pressing the wall. Therefore, the direction is shown like this. And hereafter, this 2c tan alpha will behave as a surcharge. Hence, its quantity is going to be constant along the depth of the wall or backfill. Therefore, this dotted line has been shown. Also, this 2c tan alpha is independent of z. Hence, it will be constant along the depth of the wall. Alright, now we will come to the base of the wall where z is equal to h. So, z is equal to capital H. Let us try to derive the formula. Hence, small pp is equal to, at what level we are finding out? At z equal to h. Okay, so pp is equal to gamma multiplied by h tan square alpha plus 2c tan alpha. In this equation, 2c tan alpha term is constant, addition term is gamma h tan square alpha. Alright, so that means this 2c tan alpha will be acting throughout the depth of the wall. Okay, therefore, at the base, this pressure is going to be gamma h tan square alpha plus 2c tan alpha. Okay, now we want to find out the total passive resistance. What will be total passive resistance? It will be nothing but area of this pressure diagram. So, it consists of two parts. One is this rectangular distribution and second is this triangular distribution. Rectangular distribution is due to 2c tan alpha, that is cohesion, and triangular distribution is due to gamma h tan square alpha. Okay, hence find out the area of this diagram and thereafter find out the location of point of application of total passive earth resistance. Let us try to calculate the total passive earth resistance. Total passive earth resistance is given by capital P suffix P equal to 2c tan alpha multiplied by the total height h plus half base gamma h tan square alpha into height. Let us come back to the diagram. In this diagram, we can understand this rectangular portion is constant of value 2c tan alpha. So, although this value is written as a second term, but this is acting in this portion. Alright, so 2c tan alpha would be the width of rectangle, height would be capital H. Hence, the first term represents 2c tan alpha multiplied by h. Now, the remaining part of this trapezium would be gamma h tan square alpha, that means base of the triangle, this much portion, right? Hence, area of this triangle would be half base multiplied by height. Hence, the formula has become half gamma h tan square alpha multiplied by h. Solving this, we will be getting total passive earth resistance. Now, locate the point of application of passive earth resistance along the height of the wall. Here, for this rectangular distribution, somewhere at the center, the first pressure will be acting. Okay, so this is going to be for rectangular portion, and for triangular portion it will be acting somewhere over here at its CG. We will call this as PP1 and the second part as PP2, and together they form capital PP. Okay. Height at which resistance due to rectangular portion is acting, it will be h by 2, and for this PP2 the distance from the base is going to be h by 3. Thus, taking the moment of PP1 about the base, take another moment of PP2 about the base, add them together and finally equate it to the total passive resistance of the complete diagram. Let us say that total passive resistance which we are observing in red color is capital PP, and the distance be distance y. Hence, apply the equation of moment. Moment produced by capital PP is capital PP multiplied by distance y, which is equal to the moment produced by component forces together. Hence, it is going to be capital PP1 multiplied by h by 2 plus capital PP2 multiplied by h by 3. So, capital PP1 is nothing but area of the rectangle, area of this rectangle, and capital PP2 is nothing but area of the triangle. Alright, so that area multiplied by h by 2 will be moment due to PP1. This triangular area multiplied by h by 3 will be moment due to PP2, and capital PP is area of this complete diagram multiplied by distance y. So, solving this, we will be getting distance y. This way we can find out the total passive resistance in case of cohesive frictional soil. Remember one point, in case of active earth pressure for C5 soil, we have observed that 2C tan alpha or 2C cot alpha, this component due to cohesion, it was reducing the value of active thrust. But in passive resistance situation, this 2C tan alpha is going to add value or magnitude or additional pressure to this passive resistance, because this is a term which is going to be added. Alright, so always remember, in case of active thrust due to C5 soil, cohesion has tendency to reduce the pressure, whereas in case of passive earth resistance, the tendency of cohesion is to increase the pressure. Alright, so thank you for the day.